Assalamualaikum. My name is Syed Naquib, and for today, we actually have a very interesting topic to talk about, which is the issues of Zakat management. As we all know, Zakat is a way for us to channel the excess funds to help aid the poor people who need it more. And from the statement, we know that Zakat is for a good cause. However, some of the people choose to not trust the Zakat institutions and would rather donate to the poor themselves. Luckily for us today, we actually have 4 experts who will dive into as to why this happens, starting with Mr. Wajdy. Take it away, Mr. Wajdy.
Okay, now I will talk about the inefficiency in zakat management, especially about the distribution aspect. In general, zakat fund will only be distributed for those who applied for it, and also based on report made by the public. The issue is that most of the targeted group did not get the zakat aid due to lack of publicity made by the authority or ignorance on the other part of the community. Actually, zakat has been channeled to the rightful group, but at the same time, there are people who need more zakat compared to the former. Therefore, the objective is not fully fulfilled. Furthermore, the zakat funds normally have a surplus reported every year because it is not efficiently channeled to the eligible recipients. One of the reasons is that the problem of bureaucracy system in our zakat institutions would slow down the application process, thus making the rights of zakat recipients being neglected. Hence, all kinds of requirements and bad experience with the authority could discourage people from making an application for zakat.
Thank you, Mr. Wajdy, on your take on how the Zakat administration has not fully publicized the service to bring to the attention of the Asnaf. Now, let's move on to the points that Mr. Arif has made. Stage is yours.
Thank you, brother. Here I am to discuss about religiosity and zakat management. Religiosity can be seen as a belief in God or other spiritual beliefs. It is defined as one's daily religious practices and beliefs which are related to the fulfillment of one's duty in relation to zakat. Religiosity in Islam is adherence to Islam by the fulfillment of the rights of Allah according to Al-Quran. Zakat institutions are in a position to monitor whether the leadership observes the Sharia code as set out in the Quran and the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. People who hold and follow religious beliefs will display particular behavior that are expressed in their personal and social life. This is expressed in the attitudes and actions of an individual through the use of religiosity in his own right. Clear reporting on public consumption, on the other hand, is important for the development of zakat institutions. However, keeping a consistent accounting record does not guarantee the transparency and vice versa. Okay, that's all from me. Back to you, news anchor.
Thank you, Mr. Arif, on the eye-opening point that you've made on the lack of records made in the administration. So, what's this? I'm getting some signal from someone. Is that you, Mr. Firdaus? You've got something to say? Alright, I'll pass it to you.
In Zakat, there is one term describing the people who work in the Zakat institution, which is Amil. An Amil is the person who carries out the activities of Zakat affairs, starting from the payment by the Zakat payers, then the process of storing and keeping the fund, as well as recording the transaction of the fund, until the last part, which is the distribution process. An Amil must be a Muslim man, a trustworthy person, and should have the knowledge and a deep understanding in the fiqh of Zakat. Work as Amil does not mean that a person is qualified to be an expert in the field of Zakat if he does not have the character of a competent person. The word competence means that a person must strive to become an expert in the field that he is involved in. They also should understand the Zakat jurisprudence fully and deeply. But in the current situation, unfortunately, many of the Amil Zakat are currently working on a part-time basis. Simply put, they have other permanent jobs that require their full commitment in doing that job. This might prevent them from putting their full commitment in doing their job in the Zakat institution. So because of this problem, this might lead to the issue of the shortage of Zakat experts and insufficient human resources that work in the Zakat institution.
Much appreciation goes to Mr. Firdaus for his argument that the lack of experience and the absence of commitment from amils in the country has led to these issues in zakat management. Now, last but not least, we have Datuk Mirzan, who will bring up his point of view regarding this topic. Without further ado.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mirzan bin Mohaimi, and I will be talking about the reputation of zakat management. There are reasons why zakat management have had some bad reputation. One of those reasons are some trust issues among zakat payers on the transparency of zakat collection and distribution. Because of this, there is a distrust among zakat payers on the information of zakat collection and distribution, which cause the zakat payers to directly pay zakat to the asnaf recipients without going through zakat institution. Because of this, zakat institutions that are supposed to collect zakat payments are completely ignored. Besides the transparency of information on collection and distribution of zakat payment, the awareness of zakat payers on what should be charged for zakat is also one of the reasons why zakat management have a bad reputation. If zakat payers are unaware of what items or things that should be charged for zakat, there will be a under collection of zakat payments. This can cause cases of items that should be charged for zakat are uncollected for zakat collections.
We can't thank you enough for taking your precious time to be in this new segment, Datuk Mirzan. Now, as you can probably tell, zakat institutions are very important in the zakat system, and it is their responsibility to ensure that the collection and distribution process are run efficiently. With this in mind, hopefully the realization of the steps that need to be taken can eradicate poverty among the Muslim community in general and further strengthen social security in Muslim society. That's all we have today for this new segment. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and Assalamualaikum.